Queen stands as one of rock's most innovative and theatrical bands, transforming from London University students into global legends. Led by the incomparable Freddie Mercury, alongside Brian May's guitar mastery, Roger Taylor's powerful drumming, and John Deacon's solid bass foundation, they redefined what rock music could be. Over 5 decades, Queen evolved from progressive rock pioneers to stadium anthem creators, constantly pushing musical boundaries while delivering unforgettable performances. Whether you witnessed their Live Aid triumph firsthand or discovered their music through recent films, this is a celebration of 4 musicians who proved that rock could be both sophisticated and wildly entertaining. Join us as we explore the extraordinary journey of Queen, starting from their early years as the band Smile and their initial steps towards greatness. Smile to Queen. The Smile to Queen era, from 1968 to 1973, marks the band's formation and early evolution from university students to professional musicians. Originally starting as Smile, guitarist Brian May and drummer Roger Taylor met bassist John Deacon and the charismatic Freddie Mercury, who convinced them to rename the band Queen. These formative years involved intense songwriting and experimentation as they sought to forge a unique sound blending progressive rock, hard rock, and operatic influences. Their debut album, Queen, in 1973, showcased their ambitious musical versatility, featuring tracks that ranged from heavy guitar-driven pieces to intricate vocal harmonies. Freddie's theatrical stage presence and extraordinary 4-octave vocal range began defining the band's distinctive identity. This era established Queen as a group unafraid to push creative boundaries and mix genres fearlessly. It was a crucial period where raw university talent met visionary creativity, with each member contributing their academic backgrounds. Brian's astrophysics, Roger's dentistry, John's electronics, and Freddie's graphic design, to create something entirely revolutionary in rock music. Breakthrough era. Queen's breakthrough era began with their second and third albums, Queen II and Sheer Heart Attack, marking their rise in the music world. The band refined their signature style, blending complex harmonies, layered guitars, and theatrical arrangements. Freddie Mercury's dramatic vocals captured new audiences, with hits like Killer Queen showcasing their sophisticated pop sensibilities. The era culminated with the groundbreaking release of Bohemian Rhapsody in 1975. This 6-minute epic broke every rule about what a single could be, combining rock, opera, and ballad styles in one unprecedented track that would become their signature masterpiece. Queen's bold experimentation and dazzling live shows set them apart from their contemporaries, earning international acclaim and establishing their reputation for fearless musical innovation. Opera rock masters. The opera rock masters era cemented Queen's place as rock royalty, with Bohemian Rhapsody leading their artistic revolution. This masterpiece, From a Night at the Opera, showcased the band's ambition to fuse rock with classical and operatic elements, featuring complex arrangements and soaring vocal harmonies. The song's success proved audiences were ready for sophisticated, genre-defying music. A Day at the Races continued this approach with songs like Somebody to Love, further demonstrating their operatic rock mastery. Freddie Mercury's theatrical stage presence became central to Queen's identity during this period. Their live performances grew in scale and spectacle, with Bohemian Rhapsody becoming a concert centerpiece that captivated audiences worldwide. This era represented Queen's artistic peak in progressive and opera rock, with their creative audacity remaining influential decades later. Stadium anthems. The Stadium Anthems era, 1977-1980, saw Queen transition to larger, more anthemic rock suited for massive venues. Albums like News of the World featured crowd favorites such as We Will Rock You and We Are the Champions, songs that became anthems of triumph and unity, echoing through stadiums worldwide. This period showed a shift towards simpler, punchier rock, emphasizing beats and choruses that encouraged massive audience participation. Queen's live performances during this era grew increasingly spectacular, with elaborate stage productions and Freddie's commanding presence captivating arena audiences across multiple continents. The band's ability to connect directly with tens of thousands through anthemic rock solidified their reputation as masters of large-scale entertainment. Their music during this era defined the spirit of competition and celebration, creating timeless anthems that remain stadium staples across generations and sporting events worldwide. Reinvention era. The Reinvention era saw Queen adapt to changing musical trends with experimentation and genre blending. Their 1980 album, The Game, featured new wave and disco influences, producing hits like Another One Bites the Dust, which became a major crossover success and remains one of their most recognizable songs. The band embraced synthesizers and funk rhythms, a departure from their previous rock opera style, reflecting their versatility. Despite some mixed reactions, this era demonstrated Queen's willingness to innovate and stay relevant. Albums like Hot Space from 1982 pushed the boundaries further, exploring electronic and dance elements, which divided fans but showed their fearless artistic approach. This period reflected growth and reinvention as Queen navigated the evolving landscape of 80s music. Live Aid and Peak. The Live Aid and Peak era from 1984 to 1986 marked Queen's triumphant return to global prominence. Their legendary performance at Live Aid in 1985 is widely regarded as one of the greatest live performances in rock history, revitalizing their career and reuniting their global fan base. Albums during this period, such as The Works, featured hits like Radio Gaga and I Want to Break Free, blending rock with synth-pop elements. Despite Freddie Mercury's declining health due to AIDS, the band maintained their creative output and powerful stage presence. Their final tours with Freddie brought renewed energy and focused performances, reflecting their enduring passion and unity. This era cemented Queen's legacy as one of the most enduring and beloved rock bands. Final albums. The Final Albums era captures Queen's last studio work with Freddie Mercury. Albums like A Kind of Magic, The Miracle, and Innuendo displayed the band's resilience and creativity amid Freddie's battle with illness. Songs such as The Show Must Go On became poignant anthems of courage and determination. The band continued collaborating closely, producing a rich blend of rock, pop, and experimental tracks. Freddie's powerful vocals and dynamic songwriting shone even as his health declined. His death in 1991 marked the end of an unforgettable chapter in rock history, with the band mourning the loss of their iconic frontman. This era emphasized themes of perseverance and legacy, leaving a lasting impact on fans and musicians worldwide. Legacy and continuation. The Legacy and Continuation era chronicles Queen's life after Freddie Mercury. The 1992 Freddie Mercury tribute concert celebrated his legacy, bringing together star-studded tributes and reaffirming Queen's place in rock history. Queen has since collaborated with vocalists like Paul Rodgers and Adam Lambert, blending their classic sound with new energy and continuing to tour globally. The band's music remains influential in popular culture, featured in films, commercials, and live performances worldwide. Queen's story also inspired the Oscar-winning biopic Bohemian Rhapsody, introducing their legacy to new generations. Despite changes, the spirit and music of Queen endure, celebrating a timeless catalog and the enduring impact of their original lineup. Their legacy proves that great music transcends time, continuing to inspire and unite fans everywhere. Queen's extraordinary journey from university students to rock legends proves that true artistry knows no boundaries. Across 8 transformative eras, they evolved from progressive pioneers to stadium conquerors, constantly reinventing themselves while maintaining their distinctive theatrical flair. From Bohemian Rhapsody to We Will Rock You, their music transcended genres and generations, creating anthems that unite people worldwide. Even after Freddie Mercury's passing, Queen's legacy continues inspiring new artists and captivating audiences through collaborations with Adam Lambert and cultural phenomena like the Bohemian Rhapsody film. Their story reminds us that the greatest bands don't just make music. They create moments that become part of our collective memory and identity. Which legendary band should we explore next on Version Vault? Share your suggestions in the comments below, whether it's Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, the Rolling Stones, or another iconic group that shaped your musical journey. Your voice helps us decide which story deserves to be told next.